Hi, I'm Steve Howard, and this is Citrus County in Focus. The legislative season is now underway in Tallahassee. The general session begins in March. That means we're focusing on our key funding priorities for Citrus County for 2025.
Over the last few years, the state's been pretty free with money, but I think we're starting to head back into a time now where this is going to be very competitive.
A lot of the dollars we were using from COVID are now gone. So we are now looking at traditional revenue sources. We are operating within the realm of normalcy. What we keep hearing over and over, especially from Speaker Perez on the House side, is that we need to narrow down our list and we need to rein in funding across the state. So we selected what we believe are the top 3 critical projects for 2025 and put those on the list. Our number 1 priority for 25 as far as funding is the Barge Canal boat ramp, putting a new boat launch along the Barge Canal in northwest Citrus County.
Crystal River is losing a boat ramp, so we need to replace one. Let's also make sure that we get the pressure off of our residential rivers. We can help relieve a lot of that by moving that boat ramp to the Barge Canal.
We're also requesting state funding for the Halls River multi-use path in the southwest portion of the county. This will increase economic activity by connecting residential and commercial districts.
The old Homosassa, the historical district overlay, it's a great project. They put sidewalks and kind of meandered them and wound them in and brought it up to the corner there at Halls River. The last piece that's missing is going out Halls River and connecting more of that commercial residential development to the old historical overlay district.
We will also be putting forward a request for state funding for Fire Rescue Station 8. That would be relocating that operation to the Inverness Airport. This would help essentially lower ISO ratings for about 20,000 residents in that region and provide additional capacity to the future Inverness Airport Business Park.
So what we want to make sure is that from a safety perspective and affordability perspective, that we have a fire station that is really checking the boxes for our residents and our business owners.
This year, we're taking more of a listening approach. We are making sure we are listening to what our state leadership is telling us they want to see in the appropriations process.
It's like playing a football game, for instance, and you want to make sure that you get it across the goal line. Let's go for the goal line and let's make it happen.
Here at home, we're also laser focused on roads. The Board of County Commissioners has dedicated an unprecedented $27 million for road resurfacing. We'll stretch the effectiveness of those dollars by getting a true picture of our roads like we've never had before.
We do pavement surveys, so the vehicle collects data, information on your roadways. My name is Matthew Holmes. I'm a field operator with ICC IMS, which is International Cybernetics Company. We've been here since the 8th of January. So far in the county, we've been averaging about 80 miles per day per truck. We have 2 high-profile lasers and lasers in the front that are actually scanning the road, and it measures all the cracks, potholes, roughness, texture of the roads as we traverse down them. The back of the van is the LCMS 2 lasers by Pavemetrics. It is what's scanning the road in a 13-foot sample area. And those are measuring the rut depth and the wheel path. They are highly accurate to the width of less than a hair. It helps public works departments to better know where their roads are deteriorating, how they're deteriorating. It's a federal standard called a PCI score, which is a Pavement Condition Index, and it scores the roads based from a 0 to 100. Generally, almost anything below a score of 40 is almost going to need either a full rehab or a complete repair of the road.
We're using science-based decision-making. Data-based decisions work best. One of your biggest assets is your roadway systems. We're going to be able to rate those and do a better job for the public with these resources and with these tax dollars. Where nature and community thrive, that's the vision of Citrus County's award-winning citizen-led strategic plan. While we focus on roads and infrastructure, it's really you, the citizens of Citrus County, who make our communities and the nature we love thrive.
I am Heather Elliott. We are Elliott Bee Farm. I joined the military and served back in the 90s, and I had every intention of staying in and retiring. Unfortunately, I had some injuries that resulted in early retirement. I had a lot of health issues, and the conventional therapies were making things worse. Looking for alternative therapies, more natural, holistic approaches, that led me into learning about bee venom therapy. I know that everything happens for a reason, and while I didn't realize it at the time, I do now, and I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. We've got a really good community of beekeepers. With my students, I mentor them for the first 2 years until they get comfortable with the entire cycle of honeybees, and then I will always be there for them from there forward. It's about building community and being there for each other. It's winter time.
I've always just really liked honey, and then like a year or two ago, I just started thinking, that would be kind of fun to have a hive and take care of bees. And then I was talking to some friends and trying to find someone to get started with, and that's how I found Heather.
All of the glistening stuff, that's actually nectar. So nectar is what they bring in from the flowers, and they will pack those cells with the nectar, and then they'll use water and fan it down to reduce the moisture content. And once they get the moisture content to where they want it, then they'll cap the cell, and that's what becomes honey. One of our goals doing what we're doing is actually preserving the nature coast and all of that goes with it. Whether it's the water, the manatees, the honeybees, farms, all of it is just it's very special. It's a very special place.
I'm Steve Howard. We're building on our accomplishments and charting a course for the future in 2025. No excuses, no blaming the past. Moving forward, getting it done. Thanks for watching, and join us next month for Citrus County in Focus.